Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make these gold, white, nudie kind of nail art design. I wasn't too sure on these. Out of all the ones I've done so far, these are the ones I'm most unsure of at the moment, so let me know in the comments what you think of it. We've got 24K and a food coma. And then we also have some white, and we also have a base coat. I am using a macaque one this time, and the white is bold white. You probably see that colour quite often on the channel. It's my go-to white at the moment. Of course, food coma has also been featured on my channel millions of times. 24K is fairly a new gel polish. I don't really use it too much because it is one of those super sparkly ones, and I really like to often use those for like accent little touches to design. So you probably won't be catching me doing a whole nail of it, but I'll probably be using it for some like accents or some line work or something, which is exactly what we're going to use it today for. So we've got 2 nails that are going to be white, and then 3 nails that are going to be food coma. All of them are going to go into the lamp for a cure. We'll do another coat real quick off camera, and then we can crack on with the nail art. So I started off with the glitter, and we will have 2 nails with the glitter. I feel like I rarely, if ever, do gold, so this was a bit of like a challenge, which is maybe why the design didn't come out as nice as I kind of wanted it to, because it was a bit maybe like out of my colour comfort zone. So with the glitter, it's almost like a holographic hex mix that I've got here, so it's got like a rainbow reflection to it, and I'm trying to focus the main chunkier parts at the top, and then I'm trying to pop the smaller parts a little bit lower down the nail. So I'm just kind of trying to create an effect as if it's kind of, you know, fading down the nail. So we will have 2 of those nails. That's the first one. Here goes another. The clear liquid that I'm applying on right now, or clear gel, it is a base coat, and that's going to work as our sticky layer that we're then going to go ahead and cure, and that will place the glitter into place. I'm using an ombre brush to pick up the glitters. I absolutely love using an ombre brush for that. I have no idea why. I just like that it has like a bunch of different bristles that I can just use for pickup purposes. But here goes another one. Once I'm happy in the lamp, that goes off camera. Once it cures, I will apply another layer of base coat and then cure that again. That's just going to help with any lumps and bumps, kind of, you know, making it less lump and bumpy. But also, because later on I will be doing some snowflakes on top of that nail, and I didn't really want any lumps and bumps either, because you'll be able to tell. So if you're also going to do some art on top of glitter, make sure it's as smooth as you possibly can get it. Now that that's curing, we're on to our next nail. On this nail, we are going to do a French tip. So I'm just outlining with the white the smile line, and I'm going to colouring the bottom part of that nail. As you can see here, that white is absolutely unreal. I will always keep raving about it. I just can't get over it. The coverage is stunning. So I'm just going to colour that in real quick. Again, off camera, I will apply another coat, even though it's super opaque. I don't know, from practice, I just always do 2 coats. I think I go ahead and do another coat. I maybe haven't. Who knows now? But yeah. Then whilst that's curing, we're on to one of our white nails. So on that one, I'm going to do like one of those, is it plaid looks? There's different methods of doing it. The reason I would usually go ahead and do a stamped version, because it's just so much easier for me, and it's almost like a guaranteed nice looking plaid look. But because I wanted to stay in the colour theme, I didn't have any stamping like polishes that are going to be anywhere near the colours that I'm using today. So I basically had no choice but have to do it by hand. So we're attempting it. I'm not mad at it though. I feel like I've done worse in the past, so it's okay. And then on this one was a nightmare. So if there's anything of this set that you don't want to do, maybe this might be the one. I'm not mad at the final result. I feel like the amount of work that went into it, still, like, the final results don't really make it worth it, in my opinion. It's kind of like another attempt at a plaid looking pattern that looks different. And what we are doing is basically creating like these kite looking patterns across that nail. So I start off in the center, and I'm doing a food coma one down first, somewhat in the center. Then one above will be gold, and then, you know, one below will be gold, and then below the gold will be food coma, and so on. So we'll be repeating that, and we also are going to do that on the sides as well. But obviously on the sides we can't do a full triangular kitey look, so we're going to only do like half of the shape that we're doing right now. In between the patterns, I am popping it into the lamp, so if you see like a cut, it's most likely because I just went ahead and cured it just because I didn't really trust myself and I didn't want to budge anything. And if there was a moment where I was happy with it, straight that one into the lamp basically. So here are those corner ones. So I do the gold at the top and then the food coma on the bottom part, but you'll see that I basically include the whole part of this in the video. So that will go into the lamp, and at this stage, because this was such a nightmare of a nail, I did only do everything in just one coat. I did not go back in and do another coat, especially because you're going to see in a second, we're going to do another like kitey triangular shape within each one that we've already done, but we're just going to switch up the colors. So now I'm doing the food coma, last little bits there. That will then go into the lamp, and then we're going to do it again, but inside of each color. So that will happen any second now. 3, 2, 1. Oh no! Oh, I just trolled myself. I think at this stage I just wanted to continue with the rest of the design whilst it was curing, because often I kind of like to stick with one nail at a time. So when I work on it, I'll pop into the lamp and then I'll wait for it to come out to continue. But I think that nail was just taking so many attempts at the lamp, and I had to wait that I just started working on another one. So apologies for that. We done some gold lines, but we are back in business. So we are going to do some gold ones in the food coma, and then some food coma in the gold ones. Preferably, of course, if you could do 2 coats, especially with the food coma in the gold, it would be advised, just because the gold is so, much darker than food coma. But like I said, at this stage, I just spent so much time on this nail, and I wasn't even sure if I was even gonna like the final result. So I just kept it at 1 coat, and you'll see now when I apply the first coat where it's a bit sheer here and there. But like I said, I just took it on the chin and I just accepted that it's going to be like that, and that is fine, especially as later on we will be matte top coating, so it is going to kind of mute down everything that's going on this nail, and we're going to do some extra black lines on it, so it does kind of hide it. It's not really eye-catching or anything. You're not going to look at this nail and instantly notice there's just like 1 coat of something, or something's a bit sheer or anything like that. We are going to do the corners as well, and then off that goes into the lamp for a final cure, at least at this stage anyways. We have a very, very small fragment of stamping. I'm picking up this snowflake little image. Make sure you have all your stuff next to you when you're filming. This is a little prime example of me disappearing because I forgot something. But here goes the snowflake pattern, and I'm going to stamp it only on the French tip part of the nail. There it goes. At this stage, we are on the matte top coating part of the video. So quick matte top coat, off that goes into lamp. The rest of the design, so we've only got a couple of extra crystals to place on the nail. And then we've also got some snowflakes to do, and then some extra black lines to do on the plaid of our 2 looking plaid nails. So we are going to start off with the snowflakes, the actually more pleasurable part. I love doing those snowflakes, especially the dotted ones. I think they're just so fun, so cute, and they literally take seconds to do, which is just amazing. We are all just so busy, and if something can look amazing with minimal effort, then that's just great. So I love this method. As you can see, I just did a couple of dots down, and then I just connect it all with my nail art brush, and you're good to go. So if you were using just nail art gel here, you could just go ahead and cure it at this stage, but I'm using regular gel polish, and I did want it to look like the sweater look feel to it, so I am sprinkling in some clear acrylic into it, so into the wet layer, and then off that goes for a nice cure. Often when I do the clear acrylic method, I do like to give it a double cure, because there are just 2 different products mixing together, and it just makes me feel safer when they're double cured, even though no one's wearing these. But I pop them into my drawer, so you never know, maybe one day I might touch them and get some allergies or something. But here goes another snowflake on the other one. In my prototype that I showed you guys at the start, the other nail did have a different snowflake pattern. Up to you. As I was filming, I just prefer personally the little dot ones. Not only do I like the way they look, but they are just so much easier to do. So I just went ahead and did both of those rather than switching it up. And now on to some black lines. So I am using my Madam Glam nail art gel in the shade black, and this cures tack free, glossy, so I really like to use on top of matte backgrounds, because it just adds a bit of extra shine to a nail, and because it just creates kind of like dimensions and stuff. So I am creating a couple of extra lines here to complete the plaid. Often with the plaid look, there are these black lines going through, not always obviously gloss or anything, but often black is involved. So here goes our attempt at it anyways. Once I'm happy with that, off that goes for a cure. I believe this needs about a minute in an LED lamp. Once I'm happy with that, we will have one more nail to do some lines on. Obviously the other triangular kitey nail, that's just a bit wild. So for this one, I was struggling to pick out where I'm going to do these lines. So the footage is actually like fast tracked, but and I'm pretty sure I cut out a little bit of footage too, but I just remember sitting there thinking, how am I going to do these lines? But I just picked a point and I just went from there. So I'm going to do a couple of diagonal lines. I'm basically creating these massive kite looks again, in a way, if you can see what I'm kind of trying to say by that. But I think with this crazy nail, it's best to just watch what's happening, because it's quite hard to explain. I don't even know what was going through my head, to be honest, when I was doing this nail. But you can also see that when I'm drawing the black lines, sometimes it cuts out, and that's because obviously the triangular kites, I had a couple of layers and some bits didn't have those layers, so it's a bit of a uneven surface when I'm doing these lines. Obviously, again, if you had that happen, you don't want that to happen to you, you know, apply another layer of base coat maybe to help it kind of level out a little bit, or some builder gels or something, and then just file it down. But again, no one's wearing these nails, so I don't need to worry about that too much. No, but if I was to wear them, I would mind, you know, I don't really personally like any bumpy nails or anything, so I would personally like to file them down. I know not everybody's fussy like that, so it's completely up to you. But yeah, now that that's done, I've just got a couple of crystal placements to do. So down this French tip nail, I've got like a bow and some AB crystal placements to do, just all the way down the center. Then that will go into the lamp, and then the last two gold nails that we've got with the glitter, I'm going to place some small AB crystals scattered around the glitter part mainly, and then an occasional one at the bottom, just to add the extra little bit of sparkle. Very unnecessary step. I feel like maybe I was just trying to help fix this set in a way. Like I've got mixed opinions on it. There's some days where I look at it and I thought, because it's been a while since I made it, I've just been waiting to film it, and there's been occasions where I've looked at it and thought to myself, oh, I actually kind of like them. And there's other times where I'm thinking, what is even going on? I kind of like them as individual nails. I don't know if it quite works as a set, but then other days I do think it does. I have honestly no idea. So let me know in the comments what you think, or if you have a favorite nail. I kind of feel like the gold glitter one is my favorite. I just like the way the gold looks with the matte top coat and then the snowflake on it. And even though I feel like maybe I should have passed on those crystals, I don't even mind them there to be honest anymore. On go the last couple of crystals on this nail. Everything's gonna have a nice cure. I'll pop it onto my little stand to show you guys the final result, and here they are. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'd love to see you all in my next video. Bye guys.